Most people think tattoo equal no onsen in Japan, but that's only half true. Last episode, I said if you got tattoo, you can go to onsen, right? Because I've actually gone a lot. So everyone who got disappointed, I'm here to show you spots where even full body tattoo people can still go. Honestly, assume like 99% of onsen will say no if you have big tattoos. But that 1% exists. I'm gonna show you that 1%. Konnichiwa. Yoshi desu. Today, I'm gonna break down just 3 things. The types of onsen in Japan, and I'll make a term super clean. The realistic route for people with tattoos, recommended area, how to book, and what the price feel like. And I will sprinkle in the most common question from foreigner communities and answer them like a real Q&A. If you want more Japanese culture, tattoo reality, hit subscribe and next one will roll right after. First, let's lock the term in. This is where everyone starts getting confused. Onsen, not just hot water. In Japan, it's official hot spring water that meet the legal standard. Sento, the neighborhood public bath, usually heated water, very everyday life culture. ROTENBURO, an outdoor open-air bath, sky above you, breeze, that vibe. I recommend the ROTENBURO. Kashikiri, renting a bath privately. You book the whole tub by time slot, the safest route for tattoo folks. And Japan isn't only Sento onsen, people also get baths, home ofuro, like basically every day. It's not just showers, a lot of people are used to soaking in the tub. Sento is super local. You will see neighborhood people, especially older dude, oji-san, going a lot. And when you think onsen trip, it's basically ryokan. At the ryokan, they usually give you yukata. You know, it's yukata like this. And some place even give you geta sandal too. So wear yukata to ongeda and work around the whole town. You can walk. And the real Japan travel vibe, you have to go to ryokan. That's honestly the onsen town fantasy right there. But here's the reality check. Not every ryokan is a full set. Some ryokan only have onsen. Some have onsen and ROTENBURO. Some have all 3, onsen, ROTENBURO, kashikiri. It really depends on the place. Like for real, it's different at every single ryokan. Alright, this is the most important part. Japan doesn't have one nationwide tattoo size rule. Every facility has its own policy and it's all different. So yeah, that's why it's confusing. I've got one small tattoos, like tiny on my wrist. They should be fine, right? I know the feeling, but if it's your no tattoo place, even tiny is still out. If site doesn't say anything, can I just go? That's the most dangerous mindset. No sign doesn't mean yes. If step calls in out on the spot, you're done. I've been kicked out in onsen. So outdoor onsen is my life bucket list. Am I done? I know that's the number 1 question, but it's not the word. There is a way. That's really how I go to. From here, I'm going to throw out just 3 routes. Route A, kashikiri, private onsen. Route 2, these are areas that official says tattoo okay, like KINOSAKI. Route C, there are cities where tattoo-friendly info is already organized, like BEPPU. And this matters a lot, because the details start right now, I'm gonna work you through it exactly. If I book a ryokan, doesn't that just serve it? That's where people get burned once. Your room bath might be okay, but the big public baths can still be no. So before you book, you just gotta check one line. Even kirisaki, can tattoos ever be not allowed? Rare, but weird policies exist. So the cheat code is before you say tattoo, ask, can I use your public bath first? Okay, now is the real point. KINOSAKI and BEPPU, I'm gonna run the details exactly as is. Recommended option, KINOSAKI Onsen. First up, KINOSAKI Onsen. This town basically market itself as tattoo friendly to bring in travelers. I will drop a link in the description. It's about 2 hours 30 minutes from Kyoto. Most people go to Kyoto anyway, so it's pretty easy to add. KINOSAKI feels like a clean Kansai day trip or one-night route. It's often described as about 2.5 hours from Kyoto and about 3 hours from Osaka. Even the official access info lays out the flow really clearly from Kyoto, Osaka, Kobe using the JR Limited Express. And they straight up tell you reserve seat, so it's easy even if it's your first time. And the vibe is you get yukata and geta at your ryokan. Then you work around the town like that. Doing the public bath, hopping is basically the whole contents. It actually feels like a real onsen trip. So KINOSAKI is really fully tattoo okay for real. The public baths are officially tattoo okay, but your ryokan's in-house baths can be by property. Recommended option, BEPPU. Now BEPPU, there is a 2025 map guide that helps you find tattoo-friendly onsen fast. I will drop that link too. BEPPU is on the east side of Kyushu. My hometown is Kyushu. So for foreigners, it can be feel a bit tricky to get to. Route A, fly domestic, the easiest one. Land in Tokyo or Osaka. Tokyo, Osaka to Oita Airport. Oita Airport to BEPPU by bus about 50 minutes. Route B, train it down. This is hardcore traveler's route. Tokyo, Osaka, enter Kyushu Shinkansen. More transfers, more time, more language stress. Kinda love for first timers. So BEPPU, it's not can you go or not. It's more like Americans feel there's one extra step in their journey. And this part matters. These are tattoo-friendly public onsen, not just private kashikiri. And these days, there are AIRBNB with a private kashikiri ROTENBURO. I did it too, and honestly, it was way better than I expected. If you search Airbnb with the right filters, you can find a similar setup in other areas too. 3-step check before booking. Look on the listing for the kashikiri bath, like a family bath. If it exists, check whether it's a first come at checkout or free book option. If it's unclear, send one-shot emails. Ryokan prices swing a lot depending on onsen area and whether meals are included. So I can lock it to one number. But this is the safest way to say it in a video. Ryokan onsen stays very at home, so private bath options better more than price. And I generally recommend ryokan because you get a yukata, get a vibes, and the best setup might include the onsens, ROTENBURO, and even kashikiri, or sometimes only onsen. Either way, ryokan tends to have those options more often. So for tattoo peepers, it's just way easier on your mentor. Japan isn't just anti-tattoos. It's more that onsen is a shared comfort culture, so the rules stay conservative. Onsen is about everyone feeling comfortable together, so yeah, rules can be strict. But if you know the rules, you can actually do it. Now, if someone says, if you have tattoos, you can never do onsen in Japan, you can't say, nah, there is a route. お疲れ様でした。